We're going to start this by not saying the word okay. You know, sometimes I do that. Anyway. When last we left off, we kind of solved being behind the curse. The game hasn't said that. And then I was left wondering what to do. So... I'm guessing the pry bar is somewhere else entirely. Like, there's a reason for it. So, currently, questions. I don't know how to get into this door here. So that's one. That's a thing we'll sort out later. He won't talk to me until I pass a check, which I don't think it's open to me right now. Excuse me while I double check this.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Yeah, so I need to level authority, which I don't think I can do without raising the cap. So the first thing we can do is go buy cigarettes. It's like, oh, you need cigarettes. It's like, oh, well, that's probably the game's way of saying, yeah, you need to take some form of narcotics in order to unlock skills, which I knew because it's in the loading screen tip. But I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing now rather than burn time, which I want to do something useful, you know? So, I'm not drinking for a few reasons. But, I personally don't smoke, but Harry, maybe why not?
A colourful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
I don't have the money. Well, shit. Never mind. I don't remember what I bought a t-shirt, didn't I? Yeah, I bought the t-shirt and that. Ooh, that was the other thing. Maybe I can give the farm statue to our favourite little annoying pipsqueak over here. Let's try that. I get shivers every time I walk down this place because of that dream sequence. I don't know where she is. I can't remember how you get up there. I think it might be a place from her room, but yeah. Kuno's little shit show.
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck about it? You're testing. Get lost!
Aye!
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno?
Yeah,
whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
So... It's a 17% chance, but I'm out of options here.
What's going on is an ungovernable youth on your crime scene, throwing around incendiary language, trying to push your buttons. Like you don't have enough on your plate. You feel a sudden surge of self-pity coming on.
Yeah. Okay, listen, I know this boundary-pushing thing is new to you, but it's old news for us grown-ups.
Get your snout out of Kuno's ass. Kuno knows how hard Kuno pushes it. Kuno pushes it hard level. You should give up, Popo, or the Kun will keep fucking it out of you.
Are you okay, Kuno?
She looks worried. The Kun has her confused. I don't know if he knows just how close he is to assuming he's a woman.
That went wrong. He took it as a compliment. Then he had a minor seizure.
There you go.
Kuno does...
Yeah, we know. Can I talk to you?
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
She hides behind the fence. Oh, okay. I've got to all of this. What strange words do you use? Well,
I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Okay.
Don't be traumatizing here. Get the fuck out of here.
I'd like to point out No, I don't.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Converse with me.
Murder was the case they gave me.
She's almost vanished behind the fence. Only the top of her hat remains.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
You're there, behind the fence.
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
I love how this is trivial. Yeah.
I'll die before I squeal.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. You have nothing to do with it. This is the whole... Right, so that only gets me up there, which is... I think that's where my jacket was up there. Right, let's have a look at this diary again. Smokes has smoked them, do that. Can't... I'm gonna try and do this again. See if I can get into the chimney, I guess. But yeah, I'm not... It's like... I like what this game is trying to do, and don't... Oh, yeah. Read this. I didn't... It's unplugged, isn't it?
Both cables.
Yeah. Hey, Robin. Not plugging the fridge back in, for obvious reasons.
The bear's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge, slowly melting. The power has been cut off.
Yeah, because that would take an enormous amount of power.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
So, we're going to do the hello here. So we're going to stick our head into it and go, Hoida!
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then...
Hello?
This is the police. Who's there?
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Kick it with your foot now. So I was right. There is a hidden passage up there. And I think we did actually find it. So it's up here. Hoida! I suppose that's what it is. It's like I'm assuming that the shopkeeper assumes this is the area. It's not. Oh, hang on. Did I go up here before? The floorboards creak. Shoes and a puddle of melting snow. Does someone live here? Yeah, this was blocked off before. Okay. Hey, this tray is full of dice. Colourful polyhedral dice. Hundreds of them. Laura Bailey, we found another one. The candy dispensers have been repurposed to contain thousands. Oh my god. Sir. And or madam. You have a problem. Let me not flash this into your face. There we go. Speak to me.
Hello. I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Hold on, what do you mean by Milia?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
She pats the headphones on the table.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
I'd like to point out, I think that's the second time that's been mentioned. It's like, oh, these Milias, they teach you to swear in foreign languages. You must be confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on the window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Is this not the person who just opened the curtain? The voice sounds familiar. We'll back around, have a look around. Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker.
She says.
Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
There's more to it than that, of course, but...
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong. Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Sure, I like role-playing games. I need some dice.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set. Unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
The walls around her are covered with rows of precious stones and minerals.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shelves like stalagmites. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
So role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
I'd like to point out she has 2 sets of headphones to listen to milieux, and we're literally in a station where this thing... Yeah, okay.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items.
Oh boy, this is true. Right. So we have to get into some police matters here. What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the Wellington Rex?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then, the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
She stops to try and come up with an example.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
She says this while looking up at the window. Pale light comes in. So you never took your eyes... let's try that one again. And you never took your eyes off the work to look out the window. I can't speak today, I'm sorry.
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it. And I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
I see. Thank you for your answers.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Where are we, anyway? What is this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks up at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there's still some sign of coal-black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Creative.
The lieutenant looks around the spacious room, its ceiling fading into the shadows above. Do you know what else happened to the other tenants? Everyone else is gone.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
She adjusts the yellow scarf that covers her hair.
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemiteps Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs. A community-centric boxing club.
Kuno? Who's Kuno?
He's that little ginger gremlin that likes to file their bodies.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
Cheap looks out the window. It's oddly quiet out there at the moment.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
Yeah, fair. And who was this person?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
How did this community project work out?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
I'm going to take a limb and say brains were interject here.
You should have known it.
There you go.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
There used to be a hair salon here, right?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
I wasn't even aware there was such a thing as a gendered haircut, but there we go.
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you.
Thanks, Brian.
A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad. It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
There you go. I guess I'm a simple man. I don't really have any opinion on hairstyles.
Me neither. I just want it off my face.
She tucks a strand of hair under her headscarf. What's with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right?
How about a bombed-out city?
Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff. Who would have guessed?
Okay!
What's the snuff, Milia?
What? Brain?
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
I mean, I know what a snuff film is, obviously, but Harry might not. It's a shame about those windows. I'm not even going to ask about them earlier.
Yeah, don't.
She looks down again and up again. If you don't know, don't Google it. A film about people dying, let's put it that way. Or being murdered. No, just don't. Trust me, if I tell you not to Google something, don't Google it. Anyway, some mixed up animals, mountains lying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
I'm sensing a theme.
But what drugs exactly?
No.
Anything else?
I found some creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
I'm going to head this one off as well, and say that it's probably something to do with silk? I think it's silkworms? Or something like that. Insect rights activists? What the name of...
Mm-hmm. The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings.
Bingo.
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
I'm glad that someone took care of the old guys. I like insects. Odd.
Really? Anyway.
She looks at the window sill where a dead fly is lying on its back and let's get up in a bow tie. Oops. Oops. What's with the rotor blades and skis?
They were made by a company called Slipstream.
You know this?
After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
She rests her chin on her hand with an impish smile.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
What do these transmissions say? That's very interesting.
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
The smile widens before she sees the lieutenant's face behind you.
Men like that are a curse.
The lieutenant is stern.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47.
So, 5 years ago.
I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
I think we're in 52.
They were just props. Why return them? Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No. Wait. Forget it.
I like how you
It would
think.
take too long.
I like how you think, though, Brain. I like how you think. I found this strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She closes her eyes as some remnant of a memory lights up in her face.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral.
That's understandable. Fantasies are serious things. The mind is the drawing board of history.
They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean liberal? What happened?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway. As if she could still hear them chit-chat behind the... I'm sorry, I can't speak today. She looks at the hallway, as if she can still hear them chit-chat behind her curtains on the cigarette break. Yeah, that's written weird. As if she can still hear them chit-chat behind... Is it the chit-chat? Or them chit-chatting? Yeah, that's weird to me.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
Video game developer, am I right?
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on.
Mm-hmm.
In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
It's too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked great.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
She tosses a pair of dice on the table. One of them stopped near the edge of the table. Blah. My God. Cyrus, come on, man. She tosses a pair of dice onto the table. One of them stopped near the edge of the metallic desk.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die.
Anything else?
Critical failure. So there was this taxidermy. There was this terrifying taxidermy. That is hard to say. I mean, this is me struggling today. There was a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees, like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story.
The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
Okay then.
There was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Hello, lady in Frita. She lays back disapproving.
Fritta does the same thing.
Normally, when I predict it, I don't want to go with it, but booyah. I know a girl just like that. She so Frita as a cashier. She's not particularly friendly.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes.
Ah.
Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Ravenshaw ICT. And they already had the bear.
She closes her eyes when it brings something painful. What about the bear?
The bear.
She repeats, pressing thumbs into her temples like she's trying to suppress a headache. I'm guessing it didn't work out.
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Ravenshaw ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glacé 5000. Glacé 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
I killed the bear. Well, I unplugged it at least.
You did what?
She swirls in her swivel chair and is close to you, unsure if she heard right. I unplugged it to help Rivershaw City cut the losses.
Ugh, of course they left it plugged in. Even in death, the bear is costing them money. The taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called it Megatherion.
Yeah, it works.
Sounds cool.
Megatherium?
Megatherion. A mega wild beast.
Oh, yeah. Was a mega wild beast.
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
Yeah.
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with drugs.
I'm hoping to push one to really put the middle finger to electrical industry there. Technically 2 is true because he's there. I don't have a comment on drugs.
Understandable. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all.
I imagined Kim just glaring at me.
Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
She almost seems sad that is shown us in the story.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
I found the building's intercom, but it's not working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me.
She says this as she rubs her forehead. Her scarf has left a faint line on her dusky skin.
I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
So you're telling me that the doorbell with the empty name card was yours?
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
I've got a few more questions about the building.
Sure, I'm listening.
Is there a loop there?
I'm pretty sure it still doesn't work, but sure.
Oh, so that's
I'm
something
listening.
else is there. I had other questions.
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
I heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people called it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
She nods as the wind howls from the furnace shaft below. Howls in from the furnace shaft above. The woman's the one who sent me. She's convinced the place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady?
Plaisance, there we go.
I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There's hardly any customers, and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Wait. The whirling's part of the doomed commercial area?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East of the Commerce Central project.
I mean, the Worldling isn't doing that well either. Its wages just took off and the customers have trouble paying bills.
And then there is me.
She looks at her messy work table. All kinds of tools lie there scattered from knives, to carving files, to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
I'd be the first to admit that there are many inconsistencies with this so-called curse.
I was just about to ask. What do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
I'm starting to see that there is no curse, just business decisions and natural market fluctuations.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see.
Can I level Shivers? I have something to help with that, don't I? First instance of me actually changing my things. Too old for this shit. Yeah, I think most of these I can sell on. I don't think these are actually a part of the stuff I need to use, I think.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
So we're going to throw 17 at this one?
You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
I will leave it at that.
She has begun to idly clean one of her carving tools with a dirty kerchief. The tool's sharp edge shining in the light of her desk lamp.
Yeah, that didn't work. I guess I gotta get lucky once. Okay. Can't see shit, my lord. Okay, so anything else out here? Nope. No, that was the, yeah, because that was blocked off. Yeah, I don't think there's... Yeah, I think she is still on there. So that's some progress, I guess. Okay. I'll put back. Okay, I'll put back. Sometime after... Okay.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring.
At this point, it's probably quicker if I go around the other way. If I lose help because I'm walking around in the dark. It's quick if I go this way. The place is probably shut though. No, it's still up. No, I think it closes at 8, doesn't it? Okay. That reminds me, I did actually read out the Jam Book Shuffle one, didn't I? By now it's clear you like to look inside containers. You like to open doors and see what's behind them. Maybe secrets. Maybe more juicy containers. Let's be honest, you like all containers. Trash cans, utensil trays, manholes, coat pockets, secret containers left behind by the Philippine King as a whole, forbidden relics. Okay, I haven't crossed one of those yet, but one day... Wait, is that why it's so hellbound on open containers? Did you think you'd find the Holy Scepter in the Orbe de Montagne?
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be teachings in them.
So I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name's Nihar and she's a novelty dice maker.
A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
She's not a sorceress or some malicious entity. She's a businesswoman like you.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
The narrative she's built herself. It does need tearing down. She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
She says there is no curse because of too many inconsistencies.
Too many inconsistencies? What kind of talk is that?
The woman scoffs at you with an audible snort.
Good luck persuading her. Some people can rationalize anything.
I mean, she's a novelty dice maker. My business has been up and running for a long time now.
Yes, because her business consists of the psychic leech that's been feeding the curse.
Red blotches appear on her skin.
I see that you've fallen for her manipulation, Detective. The investigation is over. I just hope that you haven't made anything worse by going in there. Thank you for nothing. Please, do buy some books, or be on your way.
She concludes, second dependent way in her brows.
Wow. Total psychic collapse between you two right now. There was never any other way this could have gone. She's just too far gone into her own mind.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can we go now?
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
The woman looks aloof.
Anyway.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Suggestion. Sure, why not?
You have absolutely no idea. Familiar? How? You must have forgotten something you heard again.
Damn. Well, as we actually... Hey! We finished something! Progress! Completely silent. Aaron helps us. Nothing... Well, I suppose she, Wait, she said it was dark. Didn't you say they had torches? Anyway, I'm not getting a thing on that wall anymore. It's because I need to get the thinking off her, don't I? There is a reason why I'm going this way. We're going to get up there, I'm going to read the book to pass some time. Oh, she's gone. Oh, it's not left in the room, that's why. I should just leave those doors open. Will it be on this one yet? Apparently not. Interface spoiler, there's a way into that room, or it's a clever place that's been locked off to me. Let's go to the balcony. A maroon glow of light pollution rises from the east. It did some traffic. Night's falling on the city.
Yes?
Can we get this open? No. Where were the bolt cutters? No, that would have already a door for them. Right, okay. So let's go to interact, and let's go with this.
You stare at the now familiar black and white rainbow. The book feels heavy in your hands.
Read.
In cold, detached prose, the author describes a scene from one of the Yugograd riots in the 20s. Youths overturn motor carriages and set trash cans ablaze, while heavily armored guardsmen dash in and disperse them in a flurry of baton blows. The Yugograd riots took place from 27 to 29. Fueled by ethnic unrest and the state's repressive tactics, these events are often seen as marking the end of a brief period of liberalization known as the Yugograd Spring. Like all such periods, it is frequently memorialized in art and literature. As ethnic tensions run wild, a pair of young lovers meet each other on the street. Somehow, in the middle of all the chaos, they manage to lock arms and look into each other's eyes.
So what happens next?
It would physically hurt you to keep reading. Are you sure?
Sure.
They go through a brief and somewhat awkward love affair. And in the end, they betray each other and succumb to the absurdity of Gradian life. The man becomes a lens grinder, completely abandoning his former existence. He toils through the daily drudgery at the Lenka Polyfabricate. Happiness and fulfillment have eluded him his whole life. And, in the end, he has nothing to do but dedicate himself to the craft.
And the woman?
She spends the next several decades standing at a conveyor in a Sosnovo fish processing plant. The smell of fish guts slowly seeps into her hair and skin, as every single one of her dreams dies, one by one. The memory of their short time spent together tortures the former lovers ceaselessly until the end of their days. Years pass in solitude, their bodies growing ever more decrepit.
This is terrible.
As life leaves their remains between the soil sheets, their final thoughts are filled with regret.
Well, that was fun.
It's the ledger you found in the trash, a cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. Arson, petty theft, you don't exactly close them. It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Which one do you want?
Let's go with the next world mural.
This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne.
I think that's been mentioned before.
Cause of failure, rent too high. The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible, only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class. People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the next world mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown.
Wait, do we ever find out who came up with it?
The case files do not show you finding the author of the design. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between two options.
The moves are always wrong.
A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority. And that love truly is possible in the next world for new people. And it is too late for us.
I mean, the middle class aren't to be blamed. It's human nature.
Did anyone ask you what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger? What do you want to tackle next? Or are we done?
I can revisit this.
Not much has changed in the meanwhile.
So, we got a... Yeah, I'm going to level that up to reopen that thing.
The Jamrock Shuffle. In a way, yes, you are treasure hunting. Most officers from Precinct 41 do what is called the Jamrock Shuffle, cracking open containers. Most of them are from Jamrock or Coal City, the poorest parts of Revachol, that also overlap with the network of royal catacombs called Le Royaume, just beneath the streets. As children, you would all go underground, hoping to find treasure, and come back with a rat's tail or a used needle. That playful curiosity must still be in you. Who knows, maybe one day the Orbe de Montagne, the Holy Scepter, and the Cocaine Skull will all be yours.
What bonuses does that give me? Oh, find better loot. Okay, cool.
Wow, you work hard.
I do?
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
Oh, what hard work do I do exactly?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
I'm not sure I ride.
Oh, you do. You make money. You got gills, baby. Meaning those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco-Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer.
Oh, and there's pawning stuff off to that suspicious Roy guy.
Yeah, you're in the sales business. Shake 'em for shit, and then pawn it off. Law officer style.
I guess I've made some deals, sure.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself, are you rich?
I'm not.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
I don't know. Why am I so poor?
Because of the taxes.
Oh, God.
G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Gossamer state that is Revachol?
I thought there were no taxes.
You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation.
Oh.
Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax. This tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. The Gossamer State's a myth. In total, the coalition government is taking...
This is because of the shoes I'm wearing, I'm guessing.
98% of all your money.
You sure? It seems like a pretty big number.
What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples?
I don't know what's going on here. I mean, this isn't really helping me solve my money problem. It's just making me into a free market type.
What are you, a racist? Don't
What?
be a racist. Be a cool immigrant, ultra-liberal free market advocate. Ride or die. Keep it street.
Brain, what are you trying to do here? I don't know what's happening. Go no. Go away. I'm a police officer. I can't motherfucker. Right, so what is that?
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. No one answers.
We should return tomorrow. Tomorrow at 9 p.m.
But the Duke said return now! Anna. Right. That door intrigues me. Don't know how I'd open that one. So, thinking end of day, I think. There's not much else I can do, is there? Like, specifically here. Let's see, Liberals Place. Oh, hang on. Waves crashing in the darkness.
A shift in temperature. The air chills around you. Dust settles on the stony floor. A former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to minus 20 degrees Celsius.
Her face
is red from the cold. She's breathing on her fingers, clasping the plan. Traces of sadness are visible in her expression.
The plan.
Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ideas for arranging the furniture have been jotted down.
Look around yourself.
It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A standard HB graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool in the middle of the room. She had an eye for beauty.
No, what triggered that? That was cool, but I don't know. How about that for a pun? That was cool. No morale for points of volition. No, I don't think I can put any points of volition.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Right. Conceptualization. That's my jacket. So that's about as much as I can get at the moment.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
No, we'll come back. We'll come back for that one, because that one, if I get that wrong, that is a death. Well, I mean, that's a death for that one. You know what I mean. Okay. Right, start heading to, I think we'll be able to call it, like, in-game day there, because, I mean, outside of hitting that check, which I can't, as I say, with everyone chasing, that's a low percentage, so it's just too much of a risk to go and get that one wrong. And I think I'll try and look and see if I can actually get rid of these items in the items tab. I think that is the game's basically saying, look, you can just like sell these, but they might be useful. I don't know if they are or not, but I keep thinking I can cut through there. So might get an early night tonight. Unless there's anything else. Something in my journal. Smokes I need cash for. That's behind a check. Need to get across the canal. That could be across the canal. That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. I haven't found out anything on that one. I haven't found anyone to talk to about that one. Maybe need to press that one. That one, I might be able to do favor on this one now that I can ask, now that I found out that the wording was built around at the same time as the other building. Let's see. Room I've already paid for. You're the chef, aren't you?
You see a heavy...
Yeah, okay. Who's this guy? I'll talk to him. Maybe she knows.
Oh, hello, dear. I didn't notice you at first.
The waterlock on the canal's been broken, so your husband's probably just stuck on the other side of the coast.
Oh, my. What happened to the waterlock?
Technical problem.
Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you. You've spared me another sleepless night.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
I forgot I didn't tell her that.
The quest for knowledge is never over.
Hey!
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the waterlock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
If I see him, I'll let him know. Or when I get over there, but it's... I'm in the middle of a murder investigation, my dear, but if I get fined for it, we'll do it.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
Tell me what about this rare insect your husband's looking for.
Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
You're right, I don't have time about insect facts right now. Let's go with something else.
Of course, dear.
Oh, well, we don't.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love those.
So the phone line's dead?
Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers.
Is it true there was foul play?
Who told you that?
I've never discussed my sources. I'd be dishonorable.
Fine, yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. plenty of arseholes around here who aren't murderers. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know so I can forward them the repair bill.
Sure.
Yes?
That's it for now. Okay, so... I also forgot to mention that. How did I find out the phone line was dead? From Lena, wasn't it? Yeah, Lena, yeah. I think Lena's... yeah, she's the lady in the wheelchair. Right. See you in the morning. Bye. Oh, that's his room, okay. So wait, can I force this door open? Let's have a look. Nope.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Interfacing. Keep pressing escape to leave quit the thing. I can, I've got the points for it, sure. So, yeah. Let's take this stuff off. And let's see what horrors await us.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it.
Right, so let's see what horrors wait for us beyond the realm of waking.
The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man.
Why?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately.
These are my just desserts. I'll enjoy this pain with dignity.
There's no dignity here. Only reflections of your body mass. Flashes of the day. You keep coming back to yourself in the mirror. But why? To admire all your accomplishments? You're just stuck here. In the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Just get me out of here then. Back to the other place.
Oh, baby boy, you're already in the other place. There's no nourishment for you tonight. Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe if you know, like, took a lot of drugs before you go to sleep, that'd do the trick. Maybe if you cracked the damn thing, then you'd feel satisfied and tired, holding the picture puzzle in your hands, complete. Maybe if you weren't so hard on yourself.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
That doesn't get any less creepy. Okay, so here we are. No, we didn't. We were sat up here. Harry? Let's go, Barry. Okay. So... I think it was 9 o'clock they said that. I'm gonna start with today, I think. I was gonna like end it there, but I think we'll have a quick go. 'Cause I haven't really done that much. We'll probably end it with the opening of the lot, maybe. Morning. Anything new to say to me?
Yes?
Oh, hello.
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
I'm on a murder investigation. Are you the cavalry?
I'm definitely not the cavalry.
Hold on. You're a police officer for the RCM?
Yes, I am.
Is everything alright? Why don't you want to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
A big word at the end to come. No. Have I wronged you? I've done that to a lot of people.
No, you haven't wronged me. It's okay.
She shakes her head and breathes out.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
What precinct are you from?
What precinct?
Am I from? God, he doesn't know.
Fucking deranged lunatic.
The sunglass-wearing man pushes through his teeth.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong.
Fine, whatever.
You look like shit.
Your awful face reflects on the man's sunglasses.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
Look, the last couple of days have been rough, alright?
Oh, don't be so modest. We're looking at several months' worth of damage here. Kind of a miracle you're still up and at it, to be honest.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
It's not just this week. What you want?
There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your head. A similar but different face. He might be wearing a disguise.
Kim, who's this?
I'm not getting involved in this.
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman beside him. Oh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder. He just doesn't recognize them.
Try and figure this out.
There's something that binds you to him. Some kind of an outfit, maybe. A uniform.
500 uniform?
Exactamundo.
Don't think he's a firefighter. I'm not going to ask him.
Of course, you don't have to. You can talk about anything you want.
Got some questions for you, I'm a cop.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
Like a sack of shit?
Exactly.
Cool glasses. You're wearing a disguise?
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response. Something to click. It's not happening, though. Who is this guy?
Now you ask the questions for me?
No.
Why not?
'Cause it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging?
If you don't want to answer questions, maybe you would hear me say things.
Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
Hear that? He wants you to say things. Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
Okay, I'm doing this investigation. The man was hanged.
So, do you know who hanged him?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I can see that.
Why am I even telling you this?
I don't know. Why are you?
It's like you felt it would be intellectually stimulating and would lead somewhere. A custom even? Strange.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it? Watch out for yourself, loser.
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when calling to your station and reporting your badge missing?
Wait, I recognise you.
Oh really? I wonder where.
I lost my badge recently. When I called to report it missing, you were there.
That's the where you remember me from?
Yeah, I have a bit of memory problem.
You don't say. Goodbye then. The voice thing was a coincidence. Run along, asshole.
Yes?
You have nothing to say about that, okay.
Can I help you?
Okay, so I don't have to pay for tonight.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are.
She's got nothing new. He's not there anymore. I don't think anything's happened to that guy. You're right. So let's go have a chat to the... He's one of the station guys. So he's undercover keeping an eye on me. Okay, that's brilliant. Sorry for the noise.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Please have a contact to Sylvie again.
Just a second, officer. Sylvie Malaika on the line for... Yes, hello?
It's the police again.
Oh, great. What else do you need, detective?
Oh,
You hear the call.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Javier, what about the owner of the arm boots?
Sorry, sir. I still haven't heard back from the database people. Try calling again later. Is there anything else I can do for you? 57th, over.
In the cabin, you see...
I'm going to start with the whole engine kicking up again. So... Oh no, I left it quite late last time, didn't I? Yeah. Maybe it's a bit later. Right. Right. Let's go take care of it then. I don't think there's much else I can do apart from the opening of the lock, which is going to be me leaving it for the day. Oh, what's going on down here then? Can't talk to any of them.
A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an indicator light used to be, and a mechanical lever sitting in the middle. You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. Then, the water lock starts moving.
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on.
Focus on one thing, achieve it, then the next, he thinks. That's the task chain.
Okay, so now we can get across to here. And here's where we'll leave it. Honestly, I don't know what it expects me. I think I need to take Titus down with the authority check there is what's holding me up on the case, but regardless, we're going to leave it there and pick this up later. Because there's going to be a lot more down this way.